What leaders can learn from Dr. Evil? The eccentric antagonist in the Austin Powers flick, Dr. Evil, arched a sinister eyebrow, kissed his pinky ring, and proclaimed his lustful goal, total world domination. So also, by the way, have all bad guys in every James Bond movie since the 1960s. None was satisfied being a simple corporate raider or taking over a neighboring town or even invading a small country. Nope, it was always total world domination. The whole enchilada, nothing less. And they were bad guys for sure, and because they're all fictional characters, we can sit back, relax, and be entertained. After all, each is just a Hollywood fabrication. But wait, real life actually does have some total dominators. Good guys and good women too. And as leaders, it's instructive to study their moves, watch their behavior, see how they do it, and decide if that path makes sense for us. Winners are rare enough. Consistent winners, even more rare. But total dominators? Well, they're the proverbial needle in the haystack. Here are some examples, and I'm going to start with professional athletes, only because readily available sports statistics make them easy to spot. The UCLA men's basketball program has won 11 NCAA championships, far more than any other school. Of note, though, was their dominance in winning 10 championships in 12 years, 7 of them consecutive, between 1964 and 1975. The common denominator in all those teams was Coach John Wooden. Total domination. Ty Cobb's .367 career batting average is not only the highest of any player in baseball history, but of greater importance is the fact that he won the batting title 12 years out of 13, 9 of them consecutive between 1907 and 1919. No one has come close to that before or since, and no one ever will. Total domination. Tennis champion Rafael Nadal has the best winning percentage in tennis history on clay courts. He wins 93% of his clay court matches. Bottom line, if you're playing on clay courts and your opponent is Nadal, call your travel agent and book your flight home. Total domination. Cy Young had 511 career pitching victories. No one else in baseball history has even approached 400. No one ever will. It's the unbreakable record. No pitcher before or since was as sure a winner when he took the mound as Cy Young. Total domination. Tiger Woods, putting aside his off-the-course behavior, holds more than 20 pro golf records, more than any other player by a wide margin. Records like youngest player to achieve the #1 world ranking, most prize money for one season, and most prize money for a career, to name but 3. No golfer so totally has manhandled the sport of golf. So young. Total domination. Richard Petty won 200 career NASCAR races. The next closest is David Pearson with 105. Everybody else is in the 80s. Petty is in a strata all by himself. He ain't called the king for nothing. Total domination. The Boston Celtics won 11 NBA championships in 13 years from 1957 to 1969, an unparalleled stretch. Team leader Bill Russell has never been bothered by his individual statistics, but it drives him nuts to this day that the Celtics lost those 2 championships. Total domination. People remember Babe Ruth as the iconic holder of the career Major League Baseball home run record for almost 50 years, and many still revere him as the game's premier long baller. But few know that he also, to this day, owns New York Yankee team records in 4 other critical hitting categories: highest career batting average, highest career slugging percentage, highest career on-base percentage, and most career runs scored. He was a much more complete player than most realize. Total domination. The non-sports world also has its share of total dominators. Here are 2. Jack Welch turned around a struggling General Electric and proclaimed this bold growth strategy that lasted more than 20 years: to only purchase companies that are #1 or #2 in their category and jettison the rest. And in so doing, he created a climate of total domination. The U.S. military special operations forces have long sought only the top 1% of the top 1%. That's slim pickings. Up that high, the air doesn't get any thinner. Bring your A game and you still may not be good enough to get in. They handle the toughest of all missions and must demand perfection. Total domination. Wow, I get chills just thinking about all those dominators. To grasp that there are actually people and teams on this planet who perform at such intensely high levels, consistently, over an extended period of time, as to be the undisputed dominating force in their field, is nothing short of awe-inspiring to me. For them, winning is not a one-time thing or a once-in-a-while thing. It's a non-stop, never-ending, all-the-time obsession. So let's bring this home to you. Do you want total domination? Hey, it's a tough, grinding road, and you won't bump into many other travelers. Questions you have to grapple with are, exactly how dominant do you want to be? In what specific areas? How consistently and for how long? How much time, energy, money, and manpower are you willing to put into it? What are you willing to sacrifice, to walk away from, to give up, to get it? When things look bleak, how will you resolve to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back at it? How much criticism, misunderstanding, and anger are you prepared to endure from colleagues, good friends, and family during your relentless pursuit? Not one of those is an easy question. I can't decide for you, nor would I dare judge your choice. It's up to you. Truth is, there are many fine professional athletes, business people, military men and women, scholars, educators, scientists, doctors, nurses, law enforcers, firefighters, parents, people in all walks of life who are exceptional performers and dynamic leaders, but who are not total dominators by the definitions of those I've mentioned. To be a total dominator, even if only in one small category, and that's plenty good enough by the way, requires a hefty investment mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and probably financially. Total domination is not a path all are willing to take, but it's well worth the time to think it through, discuss it, and decide. By the way, history has had its share of total dominators with evil intent. Attila, Hitler, Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden, to name but a few. You can make history too. Just be on the right side of it.